Hi parents, this video is specifically trying to work on figuring out how to use Microsoft Teams. Now I've been playing around with a lot of different ones, and I think this is a platform that will allow me to see the student's screen while I'm sharing my screen, which is just necessary for teaching our students. So I'm going to teach you how. It's definitely more complicated than Zoom, but stick with me. I think once we have it on your computer, it'll actually be easier. Let's try.
I'm going to walk you through what to do. Feel free to pause the video, try it on your screen, go step by step. First, you want to log on to Orange Unified's single sign-on page, which is right up here, launchpad.classlink.com/OUSD. Then when you press login, it'll bring you to the screen. Mine's automatically in here, but I'm going to use a student as an example. So if I put in the student's number, that's their login. Actually, I think we have to write at orangeusd.org. And then their password is their initials, and then those same numbers. And then we log in. So this is the same as that paper I sent you. You should have all your students' information. If you still need it, I have all of their stuff, so I can send it to you, no problem. Once you're on this page, before I had you go to Google, but now I want you to go to this link called
Microsoft Teams. Click on this, Microsoft Teams, the icon with the little purple people. One thing I did notice when I was helping my staff log on last week is that each one of them had slightly different prompts that came up on their computer when they were getting the program. So it might be different for each of you. If you're following this video and it's not working, call me, we can share screens, and then I can walk you through how to do it. So based on the prompts that it gave me, I'm gonna walk you through what maybe will come up on your screen. When it asks if you want to download the program or if you just want to use the internet, click download. This is going to make it much easier because then you'll just have to click one thing on your desktop the next time you want to get on. Click download. If you have a PC like I do, when something downloads, it comes like a little box at the bottom of your screen. And Microsoft Teams is awesome, and they have this big purple box above it to make it more noticeable. Then you just want to go ahead and click on that smaller download box. Once you click that, another box will appear basically asking if you do want to allow this program to download onto your computer, and you want to click Run. When I downloaded the application, it asked me to put in the work, school, or Microsoft account number. I'm not sure if it will ask you to do this since you signed in using your son or daughter's single sign-on account. But if it does, just simply add the same email address that you used to sign in earlier. So that's their student ID at orangeusd.org. It may or may not prompt you to put in this password one more time. If it does, just go ahead and do that. Again, it's your son or daughter's initials and then that same 6-digit ID code. For myself and 2 of my staff members, this screen came up saying something went wrong. And then literally 5 seconds later, the program opened up just fine. So if you get this screen, give it 5, 10, 15 seconds before you start to worry. I think it's normal.
What I have found is that once you're logged on, my instructional aid screen looks slightly different than my screen, and I assume the student screen looks slightly different as well, which makes it hard to make this tutorial, but this is when I logged in onto a student's computer. Granted, I already downloaded the program, so again, might be different. But it's going to have a little person here that's going to sort of do a tutorial for you. I recommend you go through this because I think it would help a lot. And it's going to show you the program, but let me just walk you through. This is going to be the classroom. So I'm logged into a student's account right now, and then if you click here, it's the classroom. If you need to return back to this page, on the side here, you can see different icons. Again, this is way more complicated than Zoom, but once we get it, it'll be great. So again, if you need to return here, just click on Teams. Let me show you this first. So when you click on Teams, it's a little bit like a Facebook feed is how I like to describe it. It's kind of just what's going on. So as you can see here, Miss Sabrina added all the students. A couple students didn't exist when I tried to add them. I don't know why. So instead of having their name, it just has their number. I'll let you know who you are, but you should be able to sign on the same way. This was me with a student just testing. But basically you can type something in here and then it'll show up on that feed. That's kind of cool so the students can talk to each other. I know a lot of our students can't type or write to each other, but the parents can, or Charlie, you can type in, and if something's bothering you, you can write it in and the staff can respond to you. So if it helps one or two students, awesome. You can also attach photos. So if you wanted to share a photo of what Gavin's doing at home, it's just appearing to the class. No one can get in here except the students and my instructional aide. So if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to. And because they're pictures, I think it might be a little bit more friendly than Google Classroom, where it's just a lot of words. Hopefully. On this top tab here, it says assignments, and that's where I'm going to start posting some of the stuff that I make that I put on Google Classroom and Google Sites. But then hopefully if this is successful, it'll just be on one place. So the YouTube videos will be here, the assignments will be here. Again, this is me being really hopeful. Who knows what will actually happen. But regardless, the cool thing is when you come to this classroom, go back to post, when there's a meeting scheduled, so on Mondays, I'm going to send you the schedule for the whole week of different video calls. All you have to do is log on there, and then when I'm on, I'm just going to click this button. Oh, this is important. If it asks you to use the microphone and camera, you want to say allow, so then that way it will have access. So this is me starting a video call with no one. Hello. And on your end, it's going to come up as like Miss Sabrina's calling you, and then you just press answer, which is awesome. If you join after I've already started the call, on the top it'll say join here.
Here's a picture from a call that I was having with my staff last week. As you can see on their side, since I had already started the meeting, all you would have to press is join in that purple box.
And if at any point it's time for a lesson and you can't get on, literally just pick up your phone and call me, and then I'll walk you through it. Let me see. Meet now. So this is what it looks like when we're on. Look, I'm on Daniel's account. You can see that right now. But here's all the people. And if I was on my teacher account, I can just type in who I want to invite and they'll show up, which is really cool. The thing that I would like to do is Monday through Thursday, I'm going to have small group lessons with different aides helping me in each one. So there's not like 8 aides in a video call. And I'm going to sort of try and change it based on level, based on communication skills, just so that way I'm not, when I'm teaching my lesson, trying to watch 6 students and help 6 students. I'm going to help 3, max 4 at a time. And then on Friday will be our fun Friday, and the whole class will be there so they can see each other. This platform does not let you have a lot of screens on at once. It's super annoying. I wish it wasn't like that, but it's the way it is.
Unfortunately, I don't have a video of this, but this is a still frame of a small group meeting I had with my staff last week, and this is kind of what it looks like. This is just 3 people on the screen. If there's more people than 4, their initials will show up at the bottom of the screen, and all you have to do to choose who's at the top is you right-click the person that you want to look at, and then you click pin. One of my staff members was kind enough to record what that looks like if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, so I'm going to add that right now.
This is how you do it. So I click on my screen. This is everybody. Hi. And then you're going to go to the top right corner. And then you're going to click on the two people right there in the corner. Oh, let's show it again. Steve, you're amazing. This is so good. Okay. And then it's going to show all who's in the meeting. And then you're going to click on person. You're going to click on Sabrina. And then it says pin. And you pin people. Just like that. And then Corolla, pin, and then Isaac.
This process is much easier if you're using a desktop. Again, you just right click and then hit that pin, and that's the people that will show up at the top for you. This is a still frame of what it looks like when I was sharing my screen with my staff. They could see what I was sharing, yet they could still see people at the bottom of the screen, which is really cool as well. My favorite part about all this is this is my desktop, by the way. Once you have it downloaded, like I do there, all you have to do is double click Microsoft Teams. And voila, you are all signed in and it's beautiful. I feel hopeful that we can figure it out, and since unfortunately this is an extended situation that we're stuck in, using a better platform might in the long run work out greater. Who knows? But just practice and call me if you need any help whatsoever, especially if you can FaceTime, because it'll be much easier for me to help you. Thank you.